Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Boxiest, and today we're going to continue the What If series. What if events had gone differently? And in this What If, we're going to change the history of Cobra Kai. What if Terry Silver won during the events of Cobra Kai Season 5? Spoiler warning for Cobra Kai Season 6, you have been warned. So in this timeline, the events of Cobra Kai Season 5 would still happen. Mike Barnes would still hijack the limo, so Johnny, Chosen, and Mike would still go to Terry Silver's house, and Danny would still be stranded on the road. And in this timeline, Stingray wouldn't warn Daniel about Cobra Kai's plan, so Carmen and Amanda would pick up Daniel, and those events would carry on. Johnny, Chosen, and Mike would still confront Terry Silver at his house. Mike would still be knocked out. Johnny would fight off the senseis, and Chosen would still fight Terry Silver. Those events would stay the same. The Miyagi Fang students would still want to expose Terry Silver, and they would still go to the Cobra Kai dojo. But much like in the original timeline, the Cobra Kai students would still show up, and they would want to stop them. So the Cobra Kais would still fight off the Miyagi Fangs, and those events would carry on. Sensei Kim Daeun would still show up, and she would help stop the Miyagi Fangs. In this timeline, the Miyagi Fang students wouldn't have enough time to get the clip to expose Terry Silver, and the Cobra Kais would outnumber the Miyagi Fangs. Terry Silver would show up at the dojo, and the Cobra Kais would defeat Miyagi Fang. The fight at Terry Silver's house would stay the same. Johnny and Mike would still defeat the Cobra Kai senseis. Daniel, Amanda, and Carmen would show up at Terry Silver's house, and they would help Johnny, Chosen, and Mike escape. In this timeline, Terry Silver would never be exposed, and Cobra Kai would remain open. Kreese would still escape prison, and the events of Season 6 would continue. Terry Silver would send the police after the Miyagi Fang senseis. Johnny and Chosen would be arrested for breaking and entering and aggravated assault, and they would also arrest Mike Barnes. Daniel would be forced to shut down Miyagi-Do, and the events of Season 6 would continue. And with Miyagi-Do shut down, Daniel wouldn't find the box with Mr. Miyagi's secrets. Cobra Kai would continue to expand and grow, but Tori wouldn't be in Cobra Kai anymore. The Cobra Kais and the Miyagi Fangs would go their separate ways, but Kenny would continue to bully Anthony in this timeline. Robbie would once again be admitted into West Valley High. Robbie would move back in with Shannon. Miguel and Robbie would want to help Sam and Tori get along. Robbie would still see Kenny around the valley, and he would still want to convince him to leave Cobra Kai, but Kenny would still want to hear it. Miguel, Sam, Hawk, and Dimitri would still want to focus on getting into a good school, and they would leave karate behind. Cobra Kai would continue training for the Saikai Taikai, and eventually it would be revealed that the Saikai Taikai would take place in Barcelona, so Cobra Kai would choose a team of 6 to compete in the Saikai Taikai. Kenny and Devin would be captains of the Cobra Kai team. Kenny would want to convince Sean to join Cobra Kai so that he can go with him to Barcelona. And at first, Sean would be against it, but he would see how much it meant to Kenny, so Sean would join Cobra Kai in this timeline. So Cobra Kai's team would consist of Kenny, Devin, and Sean, Kyler, Piper, and Mitch. Those events would carry on. Kreese would eventually get in contact with Sensei Kim Daeun, and it would be in secret. Kim Daeun would be surprised to see Kreese. Kreese would tell her that he was framed and to not trust Terry Silver. Kim Daeun would believe Kreese, and they would start to form a plan to take down Terry Silver. Daniel would visit Johnny and Chosen in prison, and Carmen, Miguel, and Robbie would visit Johnny in prison. Johnny and Chosen would get into a couple fights, and those events would carry on. Kreese would still want to get in contact with Tori, but Tori still wouldn't want anything to do with Kreese. Season 6 would continue. Tori's mom would still pass away. Robbie would want to be there for Tori. Eventually the Saikai Taikai would happen, and Terry Silver's Cobra Kai would be there to compete. And that is where I'm going to end part 1. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think would have happened if Terry Silver won during the events of Cobra Kai Season 5? Let me know in the comments below. YouTube lets me know that the majority of you are not subscribed, so if you guys could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And I'll see you guys next time.